Wow, this latest story reads like a spy novel, and it has been completely ignored by the American mainstream press and also a majority of the alternative and independent media. This is the story of the very strange, questionable suicide of the NATO Auditor General, a man who was investigating terrorist financing, Mr. Chandler. Now, the mainstream media in Europe are saying that he committed suicide, but according to his friends and family members, they do not believe that story at all. They said that they have seen him before this apparent suicide and that he was in a good mental state. They are saying that he had plans for Christmas and plans for early 2007, and that this story does not add up. They are saying Mr. Chandler was also left-handed. According to the official story of this suicide, Mr. Chandler drove 100 kilometers away from his job, away from his house, sat in a car, put a gun point blank to his head, and shot himself. And the gun was found in his right hand. When the family members are saying he was left-handed, that's not possible. Other criminologists are saying if he would have put the gun point blank to his head, that there would have been some ricochet and the gun would have not ended up in his hand. Now, it's also important to note that Mr. Chandler's son said that this NATO official, his father, was dealing with sensitive files and that he sent him insurance documents that were handed over to the police this past Monday. It's important to note that Mr. Chandler's relatives say that he felt threatened. He told his friends that he has been followed and that he was receiving strange phone calls before this suicide. Again, no word about this from the English language media, and there was also no suicide note found. Now, other newspapers in Europe are reporting that Mr. Chandler had a strange double life, a very colorful past where he gambled and partied and was also connected to shadowy bankers. Now, we also know there's been previous whistleblowers that exposed how NATO's leading ally was arming and funding ISIS previously before. Now, what happened here, we clearly do not know. This is a very mysterious death, especially with this NATO official investigating terrorist financing. Was this a case of a man with a colorful past that caught up to him, or a potential whistleblower that was about to blow the whistle and expose some truth? We do not know. Let me know in the comment section below. But we are going to be following this story very closely on WeAreChange.org. Make sure you go to that website to get real, unfiltered, independent press. But one thing is sure, that this story is not getting any major media attention, and it deserves our eyes and ears. You could change that by sharing this story. Thank you again so much for watching, subscribing, and supporting us through WeAreChange.org/donate.